I am originally from South Texas. I'm very proud to have been born and raised in Brownsville, Texas. I came from a very non-traditional family in the sense that it was just me and my brother, working class parents. My dad was a Mexican citizen, worked for the Mexican government. My mom was a bookkeeper for one of the largest furniture chain stores in the valley, Edelstein's Better Furniture. They instilled the value of education into my mom, who passed it on to me and my brother. My mom and dad were excellent role models. My dad was a great provider, and my mom was there, if not at night school, making sure that she was following our grades and that we were in school every day and that we were active in just about every activity. We could not have instilled more in my brother and I that education would get us where we needed to be or where we wanted to be. And it was the one asset that was a leveling factor on any playing field, whether that was in the professional world or in our personal lives. So my brother and I did well educationally and went on to pursue our own careers. It's been a personal evolution for me, and I think that has kind of been parallel with the cultural societal revolution on how the LGBT community is viewed. As a personal evolution, I can tell you it was a process. Mm-hmm. There wasn't a particular date. Growing up, I was considered, by any account, a tomboy. I liked hanging out with the boys and playing football and playing baseball. I grew up in the time, I remember my mom taking me to go try out for the Little League team and being told girls aren't allowed to play Little League. Yet I could hit the ball as far or farther than any boy. I could catch the ball. But I was told girls don't play baseball. I started playing basketball, I remember in junior high, and very few women, unless they're my age, remember that women were only allowed to play half court because God forbid they'd be allowed to play full court basketball. I grew up in a time in high school where the geometry teacher encouraged my mom to look for the drafting program for me because I was so good at geometry and I had an artistic flair. But when my mom attempted to engage me and enroll me in the high school's drafting program, she was told by the teacher, this is a program for boys, and it's a program for boys that aren't going to college, and your daughter's college bound, so she can't be in this program. So there were all these barriers at that time. At about 26, 27, I started to look back at my life and started to realize and understand that I had certain proclivities and I had certain patterns of behavior that were not mainstream, that were not what I was taught should be the traditional way of living. Seeking to have a husband or seeking to have a family, that wasn't something that I felt innately. It wasn't something that I was seeking, and I was drawn more and more toward having stronger relationships with my female counterparts, with female friends. My dad and my mom were both very much of, in our language, lo que tú quieras, mija, con ganas todo se puede. So there were never any barriers from the family about who I could become or what I could become.